Okay, 339, dye painting, 209-480-3738. Do a quick walkthrough on what I think needs to be done a little bit here and what we would do if we were painting this house. It seems like the stains held up pretty well, actually. Only thing I would probably change is possibly painting the front door to match the trim so it doesn't stick out. Looks like the front door is most likely replaced. Stuff like this would be patched and fixed so that it matches. Stuff like that would be bleached out. All lights would be removed from the building for pressure washing. Pressure washing is really very important. Now what I see up here is just your standard cedar burn, which you'll see right here is the black. I don't know if the camera's picking it up. It's basically the black stuff on the bottom of the siding there of your lapboard siding, and it's just because snow is set. It is a west-facing house. It is in pretty good shape, but obviously it is time. You've got a lot of areas here that are starting to wear. Yeah, definitely time. We don't stain concrete. We don't get stain on any of the rocks. Pressure wash. All windows are cleaned to the highest ability, you know, for us. So we basically mask everything off. I want nothing to get through. This deck right here, pretty solid. It just needs it. We would sand these steps down and then restain. This deck is in definite need. You can feel it right now and hear it in the creaking. What we do is we go in, we throw new screws. We throw new screws wherever it's creaking, fix any of that stuff. Get rid of this stuff, sand it down. Pretty good in here. Some spot mold, areas like that. Standard what you would see with the Sage house. It's a beautiful house, gorgeous house, great neighborhood. We work a lot in here. Actually, I just did your neighbor's house right over there across the street. That might have been where you guys saw my sign. When we do the work, obviously everything underneath. We don't, you know, we won't paint the bottom of the tracks, but all this stuff under here, you're starting to get a little condensation and mold. That would all be cleaned, pressure washed, bleached out, and re-stained. The whole idea is for the longevity of the product to work. It's a cosmetic thing, but at the same time, it's important that we get it to be clean, and that is in need of stain up there really bad. Really bad. All trim would be caulked in. We do full prep. I even like to do stuff like this. I'd probably stain that guy right there too. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, this wall is in dire need of a little stain without a doubt. Not a big deal though. Beautiful back deck. This is a gorgeous house. Again, needs a couple screws probably here and there. But this guy is in dire need of stain. This is way too dry. Way too dry. So it is time. Up there as well. We would stain, pressure wash the deck and clean out these slats, obviously. And then everything under here, I would probably do what they did, and that is just shoot a coat of stain on it. They kind of stain the Trex too, but I would probably do the same thing just to get that, you know, get that look and to make sure, just longevity. Again, sealing the building up. Stuff like this here, it's a little odd for us. We don't like to, if we stain any of the metal work, we clean it. Interesting. Possibly a generator spot or, again, through here, pretty good, not too big of a deal. This wood is in need. This wood right here is in need, so it would have to be cleaned really well and stained. Same through here. All this stuff. A lot of deck work, and with a deck work like this, it's imperative to keep it nice and solid though. The rails are solid. It's imperative to keep it because if this isn't maintained and this isn't oiled up before winter, then you could end up with a little bit of trouble. This is a lot of wood to replace. This is a very large deck. Probably a great place to entertain as well. Everything in here looks pretty good. Some spot mold, obviously, but nothing too serious. we redo everything. So doors would be painted. This one obviously needs it. So we'd repaint the door. I'd probably fix that gutter for you guys right there, since I'm going to be up there repainting it if we do this bid. Stuff like that needs to be scraped and cleaned. That is what happens right there when maintenance in the wood isn't taken care of. That's what's doing that right there. So somebody did the best they could. I can probably clean that up a little bit as well, a little better. Again, just spot mold, what that stuff is. Not a big deal though. Looks like this guy's got a little bit of a lean. Could probably fix that as well, or you could use a handyman, whichever works best for you guys. Yeah, definitely in need of a stain, very dry. And that's what starts to happen when the dryness isn't taken care of and the wood isn't protected. This door is in dire need as well of paint, so that door would go on the bid as well. Yeah, all gutters. The trick usually with the gutters is to take it and match. Oh, hello, a very large woodpecker, a very large redhead woodpecker. Just deciding he's going to do this while we're here. Psst. So obviously there'll be some woodpecker repair. Not a big deal. It's inherent in this neighborhood. Again, all the trim would be painted with the same matching colors. That way you're not dealing with too much issue with the HOA. We work directly with them. They usually give our name out. Nice bunch of people. Barry Ward as well, we worked with him, and of course Linda Payton was a big help for us when we first moved our company from Phoenix up here. So they can testify to our work. Let's see where he's at. That was a very large woodpecker. Okay, I can see he's starting. We caught him in the initial stages, and he's on film. So I see some marks up there where he's been making his move. So I'd suggest stain, and then if you want, we can put a spider up there, one of those battery operated spiders. Usually after a while it gets rid of them. Big house though. All gutters, colors matched. Kelly Moore paints used. All stains are oil-based Super Deck. We use the best we can get our hands on. We do fix stuff like that, how it's away from the building. We go up and put those back in shape and do that. Yeah, you can see that woodpecker. He's starting to make his move right there. There's a line. He's kind of working down the line, trying to find the softest spot that doesn't have a stud. We caulk in with a clear caulking, stuff like that. And that's pretty much what we do. All doors, everything that's painted the way it is now would be redone. Lights are removed from the building in case you want to replace them. Pretty much cut and dry what we normally do. This one's definitely in need, and maybe a little work with that woodpecker, but we can patch that as well if he does get a bigger hole going. So hopefully this explains what I see, and also lets you have a little better look at the house. So thank you very much, and we'll talk soon.